Gray is spectators, black is the DM. Yep, the black lines are roads.
baby pencil. What?
You're invisible again.
Am I? Oh, my shirt?
Yep.
Okay, I like the dark green.
We're waiting on Debbie, and then we'll start.
I'm wearing a mint green. I guess that doesn't work.
Why haven't we called Michael Mike yet? I really think we should.
Because I'll probably answer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Even better.
You go by Michael, too.
Yeah, but generally not. Unless it's
What
official documents.
what languages does everyone speak?
Same as Ulfgar. So there you go.
Yeah, Dwarvish, Common, and
Undercommon?
Halfling?
Halfling,
It's-
yes.
Yep,
Okay.
halfling for you. Infernal, Elvish, and Common, of course.
Mhm. Okay.
I was thinking the other
Yes,
day,
halfling.
if we ever want to write a secret message, we should put it in, Aaron.
Oh. Yeah, going over the 2.0 character sheets. Terran is a language.
Oh.
What is that, though?
Human.
Human.
Oh, like Terra? Like
Yeah.
Earth?
Yep.
Yes.
I have common, draconic, and thieves. Ooh, sprite. Oh, it changed. Longer sprite. Bye. It can for whoever opens it.
Gonna knock all the dice off the table.
At least I can see stuff a little better, because I'm borrowing a monitor.
Nice.
Yeah. Poor laptop shoved off to the side on a snack table. Got this weird, really thick cord connecting them, so hopefully it doesn't go out.
I need a third monitor. I don't never have enough room for everything I need open all at the same time. For some reason.
No one drinks Pepsi, Epo. No one.
Probably launched that, huh?
Well, you're drinking Mountain Dew, that doesn't
Oh, now you put drink water.
I got cherry Dr. Pepper and a water.
Oh, you Americans with your privileged drinks, I tell you.
I've got raspberry iced tea and water. Well, 2 waters.
I'd rather have the tea, that sounds good.
What kind of tea?
Risk, I think. I don't know. Whatever the taco place has.
Do Canadians drink iced tea?
No, they just
I'm
drink
not-
ice.
I find that offensive, actually.
Well, you're kind of British or something in a way, so I thought maybe you'd take offense for some reason.
No, we drink
In a
we drink
bowl.
real ice. Okay, like iced tea. None of this sugar stuff. None of this brisk action. You gotta have you brew tea and then you chill it.
I do that at home.
Yeah. I normally only drink it without sugar. It's only the South really that does sweet tea.
I can't handle not having sugar. I got a huge sweet tooth.
Hmm.
Oh, I didn't even realize that I was not in the call.
Hi,
Have you been
welcome back.
talking?
Sorry about that. I don't know why it put me in the lobby.
Thought you were just, having a hard time in the bathroom.
No. I was sitting here, I'm like, it's taking a really long time for us to be ready to play.
Rip.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I'll even leave it with the wrong punctuation. There. That better, Ipo?
Victor House.
There are 2 Michaels for some reason. Oh, different art. Okay, never mind.
I've multiplied.
One is more than enough.
I don't know what you mean.
Making sure the audio is good.
I'm gonna open the stream on my iPad so I can read the chat. Seems like a good idea. I'll be right back.
I know, I wish I could watch the stream too.
Okay.
It's not usually too much chat.
Well, it depends. If there's plenty
There's
now,
plenty
we actually
today.
have people watching.
How many people?
Ipo and Crow and... Let's see.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a full stream.
It's more
I
than
mean,
normal.
that's 2 very quality viewers though.
We're gonna have to start charging, I think.
Oh, I'm watching and
Oh, yeah.
StreamJar is watching. But that doesn't count.
What's StreamJar?
Notifications that pop up, so if someone posts something, it will scream at me, but I've never finished setting it up.
Got more lemon squares.
Can I mess with and break today? I think we were killing it.
No, we are doing a riddle.
Right.
Oh boy.
Well, supposedly. Who knows what else will be there?
Right?
First, anyway. real.
Maybe we'll get some chance to get more on kegs or on keg eggs or whatever it's
I
called.
hope so.
And
Or even worse.
Puppies?
Puppy eggs?
soft, fluffy puppies.
With no teeth or claws? No
I was,
poison attack?
I was looking at like lists of traps and things that people have come up with, and some of them are basically just guaranteed things that will kill you. Like absolutely, there's no way to survive it. There was like a spyglass that when you look through it, there's like a blurry image of something that looks really good, and as you focus it, it releases a spring-loaded dagger and pokes you in the eye.
The Phantom. Phantom?
It's just mean.
I think it was the Phantom that did that. The movie.
Oh,
Was it the Phantom?
I was
No.
only sort of listening.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Something that pokes you in the eye.
It was the guy that wore purple.
Yeah, that's a phantom.
The Phantom. Yeah. Yeah, they had that in that movie. Here, can you decipher this text for us? It's under the microscope.
Oh yeah.
Wah!
Yep, that happened.
When he said that, the only thing that I thought of was in Harry Potter when Fred and George's telescope punched Hermione in the eye.
Oh yeah, see, that would be fine. I'd be fine with that.
Horrible 90s movie. 1996.
Ah, good old righty, lefty, and center. I
Righty,
missed
lefty,
the guy.
center, back.
I hope
They're
I
still
find
on
them
the
again.
table.
No, those are
They're the.
they're
Yep.
saggies.
Oh, are they?
Did we saggy?
No,
How come they're labeled that way?
there's someone labeled them that way.
Messing with us.
I mean, there were 3 goblins back in the prison.
Yeah, the ones that had their tongues ripped out that
Righty, lefty,
helped them
center.
escape. And they helped me.
Didn't one of them give you a coin or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
She got the
So,
coin back.
I basically got my coin back, which, I mean, that was nice.
Yeah.
The fact
Except
that
it
he had to
came-
rip it out of his
Yeah.
calf was probably not.
It just, made me respect goblins quite a bit.
We're not such bad folk.
I don't know, they tore the hell out of that guard, so.
Yeah, I know. Look it up.
Sure. I can. Sheep.
But you turn into a sheep.
Yep.
Oh.
What are we waiting?
I don't
Are we
know
ready?
what's going on.
I think we're ready
Okay.
for a recap. That's what we're waiting for.
Yeah.
Did you volunteer?
Yeah.
Forrest got
Michael's
captured.
notes?
We made a deal with the ruling party to go check out a temple that many people have died before. And we have, was it 10 days to come back?
Mhm.
Otherwise, they're gonna off Forrest.
How do you remember all? I read my notes and I still don't remember half of it.
I just
Yeah.
do. Oh, and we fought
Pretty
some end kegs.
Yep.
I destroyed a nest. Day was depressed. I didn't take any eggs.
I was sad
Oh,
I
sorry,
didn't get
Gidget was
any loot.
depressed. I didn't take any eggs.
I don't even know if you guys told Gidget.
Michael got like 100 gold or something like that.
And we're at the base of the
and
temple
some rings.
now.
And now we're at the temple, and
I should
that's
probably
where we
open up my
continue.
character.
Oh,
Yeah.
go grab a pencil.
So you guys spent a little bit of time clearing the sort of only really accessible face to the temple.
Okay.
Of like brush and vines and things. And scrawled, well, not really scrawled, but carved kind of faintly into the door um, are some, really odd lettering that only one of you understands. I'm going to.
I wonder who it is.
Hmm.
Could it be the one with like 50 languages?
I only know 5.
Close enough.
Okay. Send it to you in a note.
Great. God, it doesn't like to tell us anything.
The guy who keeps secrets from his party.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
What odd lettering. I wonder if anyone can read this. I don't appear to be able to. I take it we're gonna tie our horses up outside somewhere.
Yes. Rainbow chips, Epo?
Mmm.
Sound good.
So, that lettering above the door is draconic.
Oh,
A.
And oh yeah, you should be able to read it too, huh, Belisar?
He's not
Is-
here.
I'm not in the.
Oh, that's right. That's true. All right. Well, it
where's the
says
dragon?
it's yeah.
This is my house.
Oh, green reflection. Sorry.
It says beware all who enter here, and then under that it says born and dead in only hours, raised only to be devoured. It's a little bit.
Can you repeat that again?
Yeah. It says born and dead in only hours, raised only to be devoured.
That second part again?
Raised only to be devoured.
Born in dead?
We're born and dead.
Born and dead in only hours, raised only to be devoured.
Dear.
I can only think of bread.
Yeah, that's all That's what I read.
Mhm.
Yum.
Alright.
So you gonna do anything with that guess, or?
We're all
Um,
thinking.
Okay.
What else do we see?
Yeah, do we see anything else?
Well, there's some stones that have fallen off the like temple, and they kind of litter around. They're sort of trapezoidal in shape, blocks. They look like these ones.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have anything written on them?
No, they're just stones.
Just,
And this is the
They're,
only entrance.
It's the only really accessible doorway.
Are there any kind of like motifs or anything that any kind of imagery like on the stones anywhere? I'm looking for clues.
Not really. The stones appear to have been like chipped out of whatever quarry they were in, so there's kind of like faceted faces to them. But there doesn't really seem to be any like artwork or anything on the temple.
Can I tell how old it is?
You can roll a check. Yeah.
Stone.
Yeah. That's not gonna.
Get advantage with stone.
Yeah, I get not advantage. I get to double.
Double per.
So 12.
Really old. Well over 1,000 years.
No. Just the. Oh. Over that.
Gid is just like repeating this over and over.
Do I recognize those two lines as any sort of riddles or maybe even poems that I've heard in my various readings?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I mean, have you read a lot of books on riddles?
I mean, I've probably read poetry books, but I don't think that I would have explicitly studied riddles.
Is this, have we tried going in? Is there a door?
Yeah, the face of the door is smooth.
Smooth. So we have to.
It's a speak friend and enter kind of situation, probably.
I'm just gonna push on the door. See if it does
How
anything.
is died spelled?
D-I-E-D. Dead.
EAD.
So all I can think is it's dyed,
Yeah, like colored.
like colored.
Well, it's born and dead in only hours, raised only to be devoured.
At least it's grammatically correct. I don't think it's about bees, so I can't think of what it could be.
It seems odd that it would be a temple to bread.
Well,
Bread's been around for a long time. You never know.
I happen to know that the area around here used to be like a battleground for various like dueling cults and whatnot. So it's very possible that this could be literally taken as there's some sort of nasty beast in there and something's being raised and cultivated to keep it fed. But that this is so old that there's a good chance that whatever it was is either dead or feeding of its own accord, or I don't think that there's any cultists about anymore. But if people have been coming here and dying, then obviously there's something going on.
I'm not allowed to help them, right? Because I'm not in the party yet.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You can be our guardian angel.
I do have some ideas written down.
And it being written in Draconic gives me the impression that it's probably something either dragon or kobold related, because those are usually the folks that speak Draconic.
I want to say Ulfgar wants to look for a key under a mat or a stone, but I assume it would probably have to be spoken in Draconic. Also, possibly.
Seems like a safe assessment. Your reasoning is sound, anyway.
Do you guys reckon I should try just repeating that in Draconic and see if anything happens?
Sure.
And then try bread if that doesn't work.
I'll repeat the little.
Because it could be a
Couple
play
of
on
lines.
words that it's
Yeah.
like bread to do something.
Um.
Dead.
I'm gonna repeat just the second two lines of that in Draconic, not the "Beware all who enter here," just the rhyming lines.
So you're gonna repeat the riddle?
Yeah, in Draconic
Okay.
and see if anything happens.
Nothing happens.
All right, I say bread in Draconic.
You hear a loud clunking noise as the door slides out of the way. Oh my god, you guys literally got it in like 5 seconds.
Really? It was
Yeah.
bread?
We worried about it for much longer.
It
Yeah.
felt a little too easy.
God damn it!
I tried that
I was
riddle on a
thinking-
bunch of people outside of the game, and they were all stumped for like a good 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
I say,
You even put it in the. You even put that word in the hint to me, and I'm like thinking, okay, then it's not bread. I was thinking iron and like cast iron pans and.
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it! All right.
Ulfgar wants to take note of how bread is said in Draconic. He can.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah,
to
you can-
remember.
you can totally do that.
I'm gonna make sure I'm pronouncing it right by repeating it to Michael several times.
All right.
That sounds so creepy.
Is there any light inside the temple? Like, can I see inside or
What do
anything like that?
dragons know about bread?
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
right?
Do I know why there might have been a riddle about bread in Draconic described onto an ancient temple?
Let's see. Roll a wisdom check.
Roll a culinary check.
Yeah.
That would be
Well, that's a
Pathfinder.
base 5, so can I use history?
Try perception.
Okay, 8.
Yeah, no, not really. You don't really see any logical connection,
Alright, I'm stumped.
but you conclude maybe that was the point.
Okay. Well,
That was awesome. I had a really tough time not laughing. That one. Like, literally the first thing you guys said was bread. I was like, great. Oh boy. Okay,
It
so
was
doors
that
open.
Raised. It was the raised.
Yeah. I came up with the riddle immediately after baking bread. So
It was a pretty good riddle.
That's a halfling sort of riddle. And the halfling didn't get it at all.
yeah, so there's a little bit of light in there. There's like holes, small holes along the edge of the top of the temple that kind of let a little bit of sunlight in to the room beyond the door.
Alright.
Does it
You
look like
can-
the door's been opened recently?
do an investigation check.
While he's checking out the door, I'm gonna cast dancing lights and throw 3 orbs of light into the room and
18.
light it up in there.
Nice.
Yeah, you do see marks on the floor. Like it seems somewhat fresh.
I'm going to pull out my unextinguishable torch too. I did get
Okay.
that back, right?
Yeah.
We got everything but the socks back.
And Forest.
Yeah.
Well,
And Forest, you know.
He's not as important as socks, though.
wow. You went there. Harsh. Okay, so are you guys going in?
I mean, if I don't see anything immediately dangerous, then yeah.
Well, are you looking for things that are dangerous?
I threw some light in there. I guess I'll take a look around before I go in.
Okay.
Should I roll for that? Or
Yeah.
I'd like to look for traps.
well, I'm gonna be useless tonight, guys. My rolls are not great.
Which one's
Let's see.
mine?
This is investigation 5.
Click.
Yeah, you don't really notice anything.
All right. I guess
At
I
least
just
nothing out of
waltz into the
place.
room then.
I wanted to look for traps. I got a 14 for perception. You want me to look for something else? Investigation?
No,
Survival?
perception's good.
Okay, 14.
Yeah. How far in do you look for traps?
10 feet.
Find 0 traps.
Okay. I'm gonna walk in about 10 feet.
At 11 feet, that's when you run into trouble.
Yeah.
10.5 feet.
Okay, so has everyone entered the temple?
I did.
Yep, Gidget trails behind, but yeah.
Okay.
Did any of those stones look like they could be easily moved out front?
You could move them. They'd be quite heavy. At least 60, 70 pounds. But yeah, you could move them.
I'd like to move one and put it in the doorway, blocking the door.
Okay. Yeah.
Chin our back. We're really good at that.
And seeing if anyone's following us.
Mhm. Do I see any boots?
Or any severed feet.
Yeah. No, not yet. Anyway, you did. Well, you did a perception check, right?
Yeah,
Um,
14.
You do see in the sort of dust several sets of footprints.
They seem recent.
Some of them do. Some of them look a little older.
Other people have been sent here before us, right?
Are they
Yep.
going in or coming out? Both.
All of them go in.
Looks like people have come in but haven't left.
What? Michael?
Must be some pretty tasty bread in there.
Are we missing Ulfgar?
We seem to be missing an Ulfgar.
Oh,
Why do I seem short?
Could
I
just
am way
rename
taller
a
than
Saggy,
that.
I suppose.
I can just pull out another one.
Yeah, that's very strange. There's like a weird dwarf mage guy.
I grab another one.
That'll do.
Oh, he was the cannibal. Who he was.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He's
I forget about that guy.
So is this all one giant room that we walked into?
Yep.
Do we see anything else interesting from here?
Well, you see these funny markings on the ground that are just mysteriously appearing.
They're
No,
appearing.
They're there.
Okay.
Do I recognize him?
Um, kind of. Um, they look draconic, but they're not. It's like gibberish.
Is it?
Arcane draconic.
All I can think is Indiana Jones
I know.
and Jehovah. Right?
Yeah, we're into movies tonight.
Well, I have comprehend languages. I could try to use that on it.
Jehovah's spelled with an I.
Well, they would be
Stepping stones.
basically letters, so you could comprehend them as being letters. They would still probably have no meaning. As much as I would like to see you comprehend language, that's a spell, right? Not just a,
Yep.
a cantrip.
It's,
Yeah. As much as
it's
I would love to have you waste a spell,
a...
don't waste a spell. You might need it.
Oh boy.
Maybe I just have to rearrange the letters and it'll give me a hint for the next thing. That would be pretty cool. I don't think it'll work.
Something that you do notice about the letters is that they're painted on flagstones
In different colors.
in different colors.
Is the arrangement of them significant in the arcane sense to me?
It doesn't appear to be.
Okay.
These are just dots. It's hard to do dots with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, I feel you.
Are all the tiles painted?
Nope, just these ones.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and poke the one in front of me.
That sounds good.
I was gonna look for a pebble.
I thought about throwing a dart, but I don't trust a dart.
Well, Mage Hand's a cantrip, so I don't have to worry about wasting anything.
Yeah. So, you do that. You cast Mage Hand and little spectral hand pokes. Which one?
The one directly in front of me.
The S
Yeah.
like one.
Nothing happens.
Huh.
Wants to do it.
Alright.
Poke another one.
Alright, I poke the one next to it.
Nothing happens.
Huh.
Actually, I should say, phrasing, I suppose, is important. important here. Nothing appears to happen.
Well, that's reassuring. And you said that they appeared to be painted on?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Are there any? Is there like dust on any of them? Like, do some look like they've been walked on before?
It's an excellent question. They do have dust on them. It doesn't immediately appear that there's any footprints on there, but you could roll an investigation check if you really wanted
I
to.
would like to investigate. 14. Oh wait. Yeah, 14.
Yeah, it looks like maybe someone's been like tiptoeing on them. But there's appears to be tracks on all of them, or more or less randomly.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be any recognizable order to the toe print.
So I can't Princess Bride, figure out the epic battle.
So there's some on the outside edge that don't have markings?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should we try going around or straight down the middle?
Can Michael send his lights to the other end so we can see?
Well, Mage Hand does have a range.
Yeah. Well, also all of my range spells have double the range, so it
Right.
shouldn't be an issue. I do have a question about prestidigitation, though. Would I be able to, like, get rid of dried paint with that, just in general? I don't know if that would be a thing that I'd be able to do.
You could clean. You could just be considered cleaning. I suppose.
Yeah.
It's in the same family.
So I didn't know if I could, quote unquote, clean up the dried paint after it was already dried, even in like a normal non-magical paint.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
ink is one of those things, right? That you
Yeah.
can't undo afterward.
Yeah.
Does Mage Hand take concentration?
Let me look.
Well, I guess prestidigitation would.
Well, I was wondering if your lights are still up.
Yeah, I can keep those up practically indefinitely if I remember correctly.
Can you send them to the far end of the room, into the corners? We can just see a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, I'll send them out and sweep over the room with them.
You see anything?
You see the corners of the room. You can see a hole in the floor with a ladder in it on the far end.
The
drawing
H-looking
wasn't-
thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to. I didn't think we could see that far.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you totally can. There's plenty of room in the light in the room.
Okay. I'm pretty dexterous, so I'm going to step forward onto the O-looking one.
Nothing appears to happen.
I'm just gonna go ahead and ready levitation, so if anything starts happening, I can lift Serenity up into the air out of whatever might happen on the floor.
Good plan.
Hmm. You want to poke another one in front of me? With your hand?
Sure, I'll do that.
Nothing appears to happen.
Want me to raise the cross?
No, I was wondering if I should throw my hand axe. How far could I get?
Okay, I'm gonna up there. Still...
Nothing appears to happen.
Okay, it must be safe, guys.
Try one more.
Boom! The room explodes.
Nothing appears to happen.
Okay.
This is
Go-
too
Oh,
suspenseful.
I don't want to step on the. Those make me nervous. I'm gonna go crooked to that one.
Exactly.
What?
Look
Nothing appears to happen.
What do you want me to look at?
at the dots.
The dots. Do the dots look special? Do they look like something might poke through them?
They look like white paint.
They look like white
Dots.
paint.
I guess Ulfgar is going to try walking across a non-painted.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm just gonna walk around.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
I'm gonna follow behind Ulfgar.
same deal. Nothing appears to happen.
Just wait,
Yeah.
Gidget.
I guess I will move all the way up next to Serenity.
I
Yeah,
still don't
standing
trust the
on that,
Vikings.
nothing appears to happen.
Okay.
I don't like this, guys.
And then go up to the circle.
Up
There.
the hole.
You
Yep.
do so.
Okay.
That was a very eventful walk across the room. I'm gonna come up behind.
Well, we made it, Gidget.
Next
What do you
to
think?
I don't know.
You're all by yourself now.
I'm surprised the door didn't try to swing shut or something.
Well, you blocked it, right?
Yeah. But I could still
Can
try.
Gidget
Maybe it's like
go
an
up
elevator
to
door.
Serenity, or do I have to like go only my speed that I can do?
I was gonna say I don't think we're in combat.
Yeah, I think you
Okay,
can just
well.
walk. I went straight and then crooked and then straight.
Gidget's just gonna avoid
Okay.
all the painted ones.
That's what Ulfgar and I did. We just walked around.
Okay, so are we looking down into a hole? Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's a hole in the floor. That gets sort of gradually darker as it descends. With a ladder that goes pretty much straight down.
Ulfgar wants to go walk along the walls and see if he can see anything written on them.
Okay. Yeah.
He's trying to make it so that they can see.
I don't.
Um.
I probably have to roll.
Well, I mean, it would be there just on the wall. You don't see any writing. But there is sort of like a kind of like a picture story sprawl around the room, starting from maybe the square behind where you are right now, and continuing all the way around the room to that opposite side of that.
So I'm going to back up to the beginning.
Okay. Yeah.
And start.
Describing it to us.
Yes.
So I was gonna draw them, but I feel like that would take forever. Of course, I don't already have. But I will describe for you what you see. On the first painting, they're like mosaic paintings. It looks like a ball or like a sphere, and it's all red, like blotchy red and orange and yellow. Um, as we continue around the room, um, the ball turns kind of a dark color, like it sort of fades down to a dark color, um, and then suddenly it's green. It's covered in green and blue. Um, and then the ball starts to get bigger as you continue going around the room. And if it isn't obvious by now, you figure out it's a planet. And it kind of zooms in on a section of the planet that sort of loosely resembles Gralgris, the region that you're in. Um, and even more further in, it zooms on Timgaria. And in a small portion of Tengaria towards the north, there is a mountain that's formed, and then still continuing around the room, the tip of the mountain kind of falls in, and out of it spews fire. Further still, a head pops out of that. It's covered in horns. It's real scary. Just kind of a messed up head. Fiery eyes. It's real spoopy. Continuing further, the rest of the body comes out. Big wings, kind of clawed hands. And the next one after that, the hands are spread, and from it are a bunch of small spheres, sort of in an arc in front of its arms. And the spheres are all different colors. And they're in the next frame, those spheres are shown sort of over the rough map of Tengaria, kind of dotted around. And in the next frame, there's like an army of hooded figures. And after that, the scary person is gone, and it's back to just a regular volcano. And the hooded army sort of disperses. And then in the final frame, it shows sort of a close-up map of generally the area that you're in, and one of those colored orbs is there, and it's sort of a gray color. And then underneath that is sort of like a break, almost like in a comic book, a different frame. And in that one, the gray sphere has cracked open, and there's sort of a gray winged creature above it.
So, origin story of the planet. And then birth of a demon of some kind. Did the army look like it was fighting the demonic volcano monster?
It seems sort of implied.
Oh, they weren't worshipping it or anything.
Maybe. It didn't show it in very good detail.
Oh,
So it sounded like it was shooting colored spheres across Tengaria, like as if the colored spheres had landed in different areas of Tengaria. Is that what it seems like?
More or less what it looked like, yeah.
But now there's a gray one. Can we tell where in Tengaria the gray one is sitting?
Roughly where you're at right now.
Okay.
Does it look like our orb of weight?
No. It appears. I mean, I don't want to draw any conclusions for you, but it appears to be some sort of an egg.
Yeah, I know
Or
there's a
was
gray
some sort of-
winged creature coming from it. Can we tell what kind of creature it is?
Maybe. Roll a history check.
I'm good at that. Can I do it too?
Sure. Okar was sharing as he walked around. Unless he wasn't.
My first good roll.
I was.
Okay.
11.
22.
Yeah. Well, Serenity, you don't really have any idea, but Michael, you're not terribly well versed on like Tengarian mythological creatures, because it before today never really interested you that much, I assume. But that does loosely sound like the origin story of the harpy.
Of the what?
Harpy.
Harpy.
Alright. Sounds to me like a harpy, guys.
Hmm.
Harpy? What's that?
Some creepy winged demon thing that uh, I'm assuming likes to kill things. I don't know. I don't know much about him.
That's like what everything likes to do.
Yeah.
Original.
So in the mural with the colored orbs that are flying all over,
Mhm.
does it look like they might correspond with spots on the floor?
No.
Oh,
All right.
I guess I will go over to the hole then.
You okay?
And I'm going to take out a normal torch and light it and drop it down the hole.
Why don't you just have Michael throw?
I was about to say, as he's doing that, I'm just gonna drift an orb down gently and let it light up the hole.
Physical object versus magical object.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, yeah. So,
Something.
you sort of watch the light light up the hole, and it's almost like a well shaft, sort of a stone cylinder that descends. And as the torch falls, it illuminates the ladder, obviously, because it's there. And you notice that the ladder only seems to go about halfway down the hole.
Hmm.
It's also a very deep hole. Probably like 150, 175 feet.
All right. I say we tie Gidget off and drop her down.
Second.
No. I am not going down there.
All right.
Just teasing.
Well,
Was there anything to tie off to up here anyway? So do we see the torch at the bottom at all, or?
does it just fall into the abyss?
Well, I mean, it ends. Yeah, there's the bottom. It's about 175 feet down.
Ah, that's nothing. I can shoot an Eldritch Blast farther than that. All right. So which one of us wants to go down first? Presumably, we'll have to tie off a rope at the bottom of the ladder and then rappel the rest of the way down.
If we trust him.
But that's about 100 feet though, and we only got 50-foot ropes, so we'll have to tie 2 ropes together.
We'll have to tie like 3 together.
Yeah, I would want to tie it to the ladder in a couple different places. In case
Alright.
one spot breaks.
Or I can just feather fall my way down.
Go for it.
I don't think that's the best idea though.
Oh, okay.
It's
Sassy today.
but it's an option.
You should still have the rope to get back up if you really need to.
I can levitate back up. 20 feet at a time.
What if something gets you down there?
Ah, I can hold my own.
Ulfgar is gonna come back over and look at the dots on the floor.
Okay. Standing on one, nothing seems to happen.
Is it like just a painted on dot, or?
Yep. Looks like it was painted on with a brush. Although, walking around the room, you don't see any signs of painting materials.
Were the carvings on the wall carvings or paintings?
They were like mosaics.
Oh, mosaics.
Fairly detailed mosaics, but mosaics.
I want to investigate around the hole and see if there's any footsteps that look like they belonged to someone descending into said hole.
Well, there are lots of footprints around the hole.
Alright.
And we've been walking around too.
Some
Well,
fresher than others.
one of us is gonna have to go down there.
Why are there paintings on the floor?
I don't know. My
I
answer
have
is
a-
don't think about it.
Quick question.
Is this the one where I
Yeah.
have a calligraphy set?
What happens if you die?
I think I have a
You're
calligraphy
dead.
set.
And then it's just over?
Oh,
You got
you have death saving throws, and if you
Yeah.
fail those and no one comes to help you, you die.
I have a
And
calligraphy
then you get to make
set,
a new character.
so I'm going to make a copy of the markings that I see.
Okay. Yeah. You do so. Takes, I don't know, like 5 minutes or so.
well.
Most of that is setting up the calligraphy set.
Oh, and B-Man, like, if I can get to someone, like touch them, I can stabilize them if they're at 0.
Okay.
So there's something.
Provided they haven't failed all 3 saving throws.
Yeah.
So, also worth noting, if while you're doing saving throws, if you roll a 20, that counts as 2. If you roll a 1, that counts as -2.
And if you
Um,
take damage, that counts as
Yeah.
2.
10 or
Yes.
lower is a negative. 11 or higher is a positive.
Alrighty. Well, as much as I don't want to be the first one down the hole, I think it makes the most sense to send the guy that can make himself fall slowly if I fall down the hole, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How much do you weigh?
So, let me look. Alright, let me check my character sheet because it's not on there.
Isn't
He's
the
a
ladder made
Lightfoot.
out of stone or wood?
It's an iron ladder.
Well, I didn't write it down. I'm guessing that he's probably around like 170, 180. He's not very heavy.
Pretty scrawny, reading books all the time, skipping meals.
Basically.
Does the ladder look firmly attached to the hole?
I mean, it seems to be. Do you want to like kick it or something?
Yeah.
Fall.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kicking it while slightly hurting your toe does not seem to negatively affect the ladder in any way.
What?
Alright. In that case, let's get some ropes tied together. So that I can
I
secure
can't
them
believe
to
you're
the
going
bottom.
to do this.
I mean, we don't really have much choice.
Yeah. We'll
We
tie.
have to save Forrest, Gidget.
I know. I don't want to lose someone else, though.
Have 4 ropes, right?
Presumably. I have one.
I don't have a rope. Are you crazy? I don't have anything useful.
I have one.
You don't have an explorer's
I have
pack?
beeswax candles. That's all I need.
We'll save you.
'Cause
Alright.
I kind of wanted to hang on to the rope instead of trusting the ladder.
Yeah. I'm going to take my rope out of my bag and secure my crossbow to my waist and then give my stuff over to, well, I guess Serenity because she's closest.
Mhm.
Because I don't want that falling and getting messed up if something happens. So I'm going to take my crossbow and my bolts and then the ropes that we tied together.
Okay.
And then I guess I'm going to start descending the ladder.
Okay. Yeah. So as you step onto the ladder and put like all of your limbs onto it,
Oh boy.
you hear a very loud click noise.
Uh-oh.
And with only a moment to look up at everyone, the ladder falls basically.
And feather fall.
It's at this point that you notice that the ladder is on rails,
Alright.
and it sort of gradually slows as it gets to the bottom, before
Oh,
loudly clicking into place.
okay. So it's just a free ride down then. Like, so I'm perfectly okay. I'm just at the bottom.
Yep.
Was it going so fast that I didn't really see much, or like how fast?
I mean, yeah, it was fast. Like it dropped for the first probably half of the fall before it started to slow down. Um, I imagine you sort of grabbed a hold of it and just sort of held on for
Yeah,
dear life.
that seems like something I would do.
Yeah.
Whoa, what happened? Are you okay down there?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's like an elevator. You just gotta
What do you,
hold on.
what do you see?
Well, I don't know. What do I see, DM?
Oscar is going to shout, "Is there a way back up?"
uh, the torch is still down here, right? So there's light.
Yeah. Well, see, and you're not quite at the bottom.
Uh,
You were at the top of the ladder,
yeah.
and the ladder's about 80 feet long. So you're 80 feet from the bottom, but you're also roughly 80 feet from the top.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna bring that orb of light that I had in the hole down to my level. And
Okay.
do I see anything around me, or is it just a hole?
Just well, I mean, it's like a stone wall, circular. It's like the inside of a well, really.
Okay.
Mortar and stone.
I guess I'm gonna start climbing down the ladder then.
At least immediately around you. Okay. As you reach the bottom, you look around, and you can see 3 doors. One on either side of the ladder, and one sort of directly in front of it.
Okay. There's 3 doors down here, guys.
You're safe for now?
Yeah, everything's
Okay.
great down here.
Are you still on the ladder?
For now, yeah.
Okay.
I,
So
I
we can't
can-
get down there until you get off, and hopefully it comes up.
All right. I hop off the ladder.
You do so. It does nothing.
It's nothing. Okay.
Uh,
We have any more rope, guys?
Well,
we took all the rope out.
yeah, I now have all the rope at the
Yeah.
bottom, secured to nothing.
So we don't have any more?
Um, can I take a look around and see if there's any sort of like switch or lever that I can pull to send the ladder back up?
Definitely. Go ahead. Look around. Do an investigation check.
I think that's a 13. Let me double check. Yep, 13.
No switch, buttons, levers. At least nothing that you can immediately see.
Huh.
What happens if you get back on?
Hello?
Debbie?
What?
What happens if you get back on?
I don't. I said I'd get back on the ladder. I guess it didn't.
No.
Oh yeah.
Pick
It,
up.
Yeah, you cut out.
Okay.
yeah. So
I'm
as
gonna step
before-
back on the bottom rung.
Yeah, as before, as soon as you get all 4 limbs onto the ladder, you hear that same loud click, and you're catapulted upwards before it begins to slow down, reaching the top with a click.
Huh. Alright. I think we're all gonna have to get on at the exact same time. I'm gonna ascend back up the ladder and get to the top.
Well, you could stay down there,
Yeah, we
and then one of us can just get on,
Alright. I'm gonna stay here.
and then you can just keep hopping off and on.
I'm gonna go up a few more steps though, so I'm not at the direct bottom rung when we go down that fast.
Okay.
Who wants to get on next? Gidget, do you want to go, or do you want to wait?
I guess I can go. Yeah, I'll go. And Gidget climbs onto the ladder too.
Yep, and as before, as soon as all 4 of your limbs are on, loud click, ladder drops.
Ah!
You just imagine Gidget screaming all the way down.
Alright, get back up here so I can get someone else. Or get back down here, rather.
Okay. Wait, so how does this work? Like, she just like climbs down for
Yeah,
one little bit?
just get off. That's all I need you to do.
So if we need to leave in a hurry, we're just gonna have to grab onto the rope. And
Yep.
then one person gets on the ladder and we'll all shoot up.
Yeah. Up to the top, and then everyone hangs on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright. Also, Gidget, you should probably, like, try to hide the best you can in case someone comes out and tries to kill you while I'm up there.
Oh, okay.
Or does
Great
Gidget
day,
want to be the
Akshan.
one getting on?
You're alone at the bottom of the scary well thing.
Yeah, just out of character, it's probably not the best idea to just leave the healer alone at the bottom of a well, but...
How about Gidget gets
No.
on the ladder?
I like it. I think it's a great plan.
You both could just get on, and we could get all 4 of us on the ladder.
Yeah.
Do you want to go back up, Gidget, or do you want to stay down here?
I don't think I want to be down by myself.
Alright, in that case, you get back on the ladder and go get Ulfgar Serenity, and I'll hang out down here and take a look around.
Oh,
The only guy
okay.
who speaks Draconic is at the bottom.
Well, no matter who we leave at the bottom, we're losing something here. if they die.
Ulfgar would be
But-
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Gidget will, she gets off, she gets back on.
Shoots up to the top.
You want to
Yep.
both of us get on at the same time? When
How
each of
wide
us-
is the ladder?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably like 2 feet or so.
That's standard. Like,
Is-
how far away from the wall is it?
At its farthest point, probably 6 inches.
So we could wrap a hand around. Wanna try?
I'm thinking about throwing my axe.
Oh.
But
Okay, I'll get on.
could you climb? I was wondering if you could climb past someone. Like, don't ever put all 4 of your
Mm-hmm.
limbs on at the same time.
I could grab with just one hand.
Sure, try it.
Okay, I'm just hanging on with one leg and one hand.
Okay. Yeah.
Nothing's happening.
No.
Okay. I guess we could do it that way too, guys.
Is there room enough for me to climb down?
Sure, I'm just dangling off to the side. The hole's big enough, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna scooch in and I'm gonna keep one hand off. If I
So
can.
you have 3 limbs on it,
Yes.
and Serenity has.
2.
Okay. Well, as you put 2 of your limbs on, loud click comes the bomb.
Oh, what?
So it's 4 limbs, it doesn't matter.
Oh, wow.
Seems that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everybody's at the bottom now.
Well, yeah, once we climb down.
Yeah. Nice and cramped down there, with all 4 of you.
And there's 3 doors, right?
There are 3 doors. Yes.
Any symbols on any of the doors or markings?
Nope. They're all solid wood doors, and they all appear to be exactly identical, right down to the pattern of the wood grain.
Wow. And they have handles.
Did anybody grab my bag, or did you guys just leave that at the top?
No, I have it. You gave it
Okay.
to me.
Alrighty, just making sure.
I'll give it to you.
Alright.
I don't
And,
want to be
and we have the
encumbered.
rope, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
we have the
3
rope.
ropes tied together.
So we each have our rope back? Or are we keeping one tied on?
Um,
I think keep one tied on.
oh well.
So if we have to leave in a hurry, 2 of us can grab the ladder and 2 can grab the rope.
Oh well. So I went to the ladder.
Yeah. The one tied to the ladder stays there, but the other 2 you guys
What?
can have.
What? I guess Ulfgar wants to go to the doors and kind of just press his ear against them, see if he can hear anything.
No, no sound behind the doors.
Huh.
Well, I read you should always take the one on the left.
It's a circular room.
Are
You
they
gonna redraw
equidistant
the
apart?
board?
Well, kind of. Here, let me put it up for you again. So, circle, ladder,
Yeah, see, so there's a left.
door, door.
I say we take that one. What do you guys think?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
Oh, maybe we should keep. Do you think it's a labyrinth? Maybe we should keep the rope tied.
Is it possible to like keep the door propped up once we open it?
Maybe.
You take a bit of rope and tie it to the ladder and the doorknob.
Could work.
That works for me.
Okay.
I guess Ulfgar will go to the door and just put his hand on the doorknob. See if anything
Okay.
happens.
You do so.
We're making this way longer
Yeah,
than
I
it
know.
is, aren't we?
And I'll slowly open it.
Okay. Yeah. As you open the door,
Oh, can I pull out an
in
axe?
unison. Yeah, sure. As you open the door, in unison, the other 2 doors also open.
Creepy.
Neat.
Does it open
Whoa.
into the room?
Yeah, it opens into the.
So now it's even more crowded.
Do the rooms beyond the doors look as identical as the doors are?
They all seem to open into the same room.
Huh.
Okay, I want to look in this room. Somebody toss something through one of the other doors.
Are there any?
I could send another mage hand through.
Sure. Or a coin or whatever.
No need losing our precious coins. We can do with a mage hand. If you guys are down with that plan.
Sure.
Doesn't cost
Alright.
you
Yeah.
anything.
I'm gonna cast mage hand and float it through the door directly in front of the ladder. Like across from the ladder, rather.
Okay.
Ulfgar will be looking out.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm sorry. What did you guys plan on doing?
I'm gonna float a mage hand through the middle door,
And
and they're gonna look through the other 2.
Yep.
Yeah. So, how do I describe this? To put it into picture, this isn't to scale, but it's sort of like, here's the room, right? And then there's just this like half circle piece sticking out of the wall with the 3 doors.
Oh,
So looking through the doors, you see this part of the room, this part of the room, and that part of the room.
Oh,
So we see nothing. Okay.
we were thinking optical illusion.
Yeah.
yeah.
Where, um,
All right.
But
how far from the doorknob to the ladder? Let's say the middle door.
not very far. I mean, it's more or less equidistant, I suppose, but less than 5 feet.
Oh,
We're really crowded.
oh
Yeah,
we're,
you're crammed in this space.
um, both guys gonna come over to the middle door and take out a 7-foot section of rope, cut it off, and tie it one end to the doorknob and the other one to a rung on the ladder.
Okay, you do so.
Is there
Now
light?
there is a rope dividing the room in half.
Oh,
Is there light in the room?
Faint.
Can I light it up, Michael?
Dancing lights. Whoosh.
We're keeping you busy.
Yeah, and goes 3 light orbs.
So, are you now looking in the room? I assume.
yes.
Yeah.
In the room you see a stone altar, I guess. It's like a big stone table. It looks a bit like an altar because stone table. They don't have legs. There's also 6 wooden stools kind of lined up along that, and sitting on one of the stools towards the end is a sort of shadowy cloaked figure.
Well, howdy.
He's kind of in the middle of the room. Correct.
Yeah, more or less.
Does he react to the lights at all?
I would assume he does. B-man?
I don't know what to do. Who is it?
I mean, who are you, bud?
I don't know. Character, I actually have no idea what to do. Do I like?
Yeah, kind of
Both
threw
guys
you
gonna
into.
stride into the room.
Yeah.
Weapon drawn.
Go ahead and sort of describe how you look to everyone so that they get an idea, because I don't know what you look like.
Well, I'm a dragonborn, so I kind of look like a dragon person.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have an assassin's cloak on, kind of like dull colored clothing. I can't remember. Do I have any weapons on me? Just a second. I do.
I would hope you do.
Yeah. No, my
It's gonna be
Excel
real hard otherwise.
Excel sheet's really laggy, so I just need to quickly check.
That's fine.
I didn't write that down for some reason.
There is artwork in the tabletop thing too. Not colored though, sadly.
What did you say it was for my tools again? I remember you told me.
We get thieves tools. I think you get like a gaming set.
Can't remember if I had a sword or not.
Well, you would have chosen those things as your weapons.
I know. Oh my god, this is so frustrating. Why is it so laggy?
I think the one that I showed you was a rapier, a short sword, and a dagger. Well, it would be 2 daggers.
Yes, that's what it's. a rapier. So upon Omega's character pulling out his sword, I pull out my rapier.
Okay.
Are you friend or foe?
And always friend. Are you friend or foe?
I am always Ulfgar.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Diplomatic.
I'm assuming that it's light enough in there that we can tell that he's Dragonborn.
Certainly.
Okay.
I guess I'll approach the table and go, friend. Unless you see fit to change that.
Oh, that's
Are you stuck here?
Yes, I got to this puzzle and I don't know what to do.
What puzzle do you have?
I don't know what puzzle is there.
What do we see?
Yeah. So, on the top of the stone table, is sort of a carving of the room, the outline of the room, and in the carving it shows the section with the 3 doors that you just came in. It also shows a large door on the opposite side of the room that's not there.
Interesting. I'm gonna look back at Gidget expectantly and then walk into the room.
Okay. Gidget follows.
So, as he enters the room, I stay there with my rapier up and say, "You should know, Regent sent me to find a treasure."
He sent
What a
us as well.
Does he have something of yours as well?
Yes. I don't know who this person is. Who is this person? Regent?
Which person?
Regent?
The regent is the
Sort of a bad guy.
How powerful is he?
he's the evil overlord.
Okay.
Yeah.
He took over my kingdom of residence, and in order for me to save the imprisoned people who live there, I was to find this treasure for him.
um,
He's got our orc. So
Yes, Forrest. Oh, the poor thing.
who were the it was the dragon. Who were the Emperor's guards?
Dragon Phalanx.
Are you a member of the Dragon Phalanx?
I was.
Wow.
So you do not serve the current
Oh,
regent willingly.
no.
How long have you been down here? Are you hungry?
I haven't been down here too long. Maybe a couple days.
Have food? Are you hungry?
Have food.
did you
I
come
barely-
alone? Did you come alone or were you sent with a party?
I came alone.
Sounds to me like the regent didn't expect you to come back.
Oh.
Because he sent 4 of us.
You said you're stuck there. How come you couldn't get into the ladder room?
You get back in?
Sorry, say that again.
Could you get back into the ladder room, or were you stuck in this room.
I was stuck. The doors, or can the doors open from the inside? The handles.
No.
The doors could not open from the inside. I was not as smart as you guys, and I did not tie the door open.
Well, that and the ladder was at the top, so.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
Mysteries.
Strange.
Yes.
Maybe a rat
Timers.
stood on the ladder.
Yes.
Obviously.
For Oz.
Or maybe it resets itself after a while.
Oh.
Just as like one of those like fuck yous if you're down there too long.
Okay.
While we're sitting and talking, Ulfgar's going to examine the stone table and the carving in it.
Yep.
Can I investigate it?
Sure.
If I can see if there's some kind of button to push or. What would I use for that? Just an investigation?
Just investigation. I mean, you could maybe stone cutting it, but I don't think that would
Ah,
really apply here.
11.
Yeah, I mean, you memorize the carving, but you kind of tap and slap around on the table and can't seem to find a switch or button.
In that case, I'm going to go over to where the door is supposed to be. That area.
Yeah. Go ahead. Cool.
20? Natural.
So you sort of run your hands up and down the stone section where the door should be. And as far as you can tell, it's just stone. Like there's no obvious seam. It doesn't look like there was a door there. You can't really see how it would open.
I walk up to it and I say bread in Draconic.
Nothing happens.
Alright.
Good guess though.
Do I know anything about why the bread was
Significant.
No, I think you just figured out the riddle. I mean, you can read Draconic, so
Yeah.
you know.
Like, if I'm a dragon, I might know something about why if there's a dragon temple with bread.
Yeah, I think just sort of the consensus that everyone comes to when they encounter that riddle is that it's not supposed to make sense. It's like people go there expecting a certain thing, and that riddle just throws them off completely.
The head priest who had the temple built, it was his brother Larry, and he liked really good books.
He just loved bread. Yeah.
He was actually a baker by trade, and really didn't like making riddles.
Makes sense to me.
Not for me.
I want to give this table an investigating and see if I don't know, notice anything strange or off about it.
It probably has to do with the chairs.
Yeah.
So what do you investigate?
The table. Just
Okay.
trying to. I rolled a 17, so.
Yeah. It's definitely a table. It appears to be made of stone, possibly granite.
Alright.
Being that it's a stone table, it has no legs.
It's a nice table, guys. It's about all I got.
And it's not dwarven.
No.
I could try to shatter it.
No.
Oh, wait, so the table's just kind of like in the middle of the room?
Yeah.
It's floating?
No. It looks like an altar because the bottom is
Slab.
just
It's got
Yeah.
that pedestal base.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Top in it.
It's like a Stonehenge table sort of thing.
Okay.
What?
I
think
always picture a nice pedestal base that
I
really
think
Yeah,
it's
hits
just.
It's like a tabletop, and then it's just like a big chunk of rock.
And are there any like markings on that part?
No, but it is really smooth.
Hmm.
Can we push it?
You could try.
Maybe it's like Voldemort's cave and we have to bleed on the wall.
I don't want to push it.
No blood magic.
Alright.
I'll try pushing the table. Someone helps me.
Which way do
I
we
will.
push?
I will help push it.
Towards Gidget's end.
Okay.
Wait. No. Push it towards Michael and our dragon. What is your name, by the way?
Yeah.
Balasar.
Elisar.
What are all of your names?
As I said, I am Ulfgar.
Nice to meet you.
The tiefling is Serenity. Our
Oh.
bookish friend is Michael.
Hello.
And our cleric is Gidget. I point to Gidget.
Oh.
She keeps us alive most of the time.
I try to keep him out of trouble too, but it doesn't really work.
So which way are we pushing? I don't remember. What were the chairs? Are they stone? Did you say?
Wood.
They're
And you
little
want
wood
to push it toward
Where's Michael? Just this corner. See if we can get a corner
just
to
a
shift.
corner?
You know, opening a sarcophagus. I
Sure.
think.
Sarcophagus.
I'll help push too.
Strength check. Yeah, you. I'm gonna. I mean, you get advantage, but yeah, you move the table a good 4 or 5 inches.
I got
With
a
some
natural
effort.
20 on that with advantage.
Yeah. So you move the table a good foot in the direction that you're pushing. Nothing seems to be under it.
Okay.
No hole or anything.
None that you can see.
Is there any writing on the round room on the outside?
The round room.
So by the doors.
By the doors.
Where the
like
ladder
between the
was.
doors.
Oh yeah. No.
Ceiling.
No.
Or
Did you paint the floor upstairs?
Who are you asking that?
that was.
Elisar.
Oh, sorry.
Did I
Yes.
paint? Yes, I did.
Why?
I.
Hmm?
Why did I paint the?
Yes.
think
I
he's
don't-
asking Lydia.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why. Why did
you
I?
paint the floor?
It's graffiti.
Just to confuse people, I guess, huh? I don't know.
Sure worked.
You're welcome.
I'm also curious why you painted the floor. This is news to me.
Damn, why did I paint the floor? Is there any reason?
I don't know. Is there?
I was bored.
Where did you get the paint?
I don't know.
What'd you do with it when you were done? Why didn't you write it in real Draconic? I'm so confused.
So
It's
many
just
questions.
his handwriting.
Is it a recipe for bread?
It actually is.
Oh man.
But not like normal bread, that weird like bread that they have in like the place that you don't remember.
Dragon bread.
It's dragon bread. Made from dragon.
Ooh, what's dragon bread?
It's like regular bread, but it's made by dragons.
Wow.
It's a little
Baked in
scary.
dragon fire.
Yeah, we just breathe on it and it's cooked.
I mean, I have cold dragon ancestry, so that wouldn't necessarily work as well.
Okay, I just want to point out I was originally asking the GM if I wrote them.
Oh,
because I didn't know.
he asked you, and you're like, "Yes, I did paint that."
I mean-
and I was like, "Okay."
It's a good twist.
There's
I
a
feel
severed
like-
foot in here
I
too,
feel like
right?
I feel like I'm just gonna say yes, I did. I was getting delusional. I was stuck in that room for a while as well. You know, I was
Figure
just
out how to get
looking.
down the ladder.
Not gonna lie, I had to go help my grandma with the TV when you guys were in that room, so I don't know what was happening while you were in there. So I got very stuck on whatever you guys had to do. I don't know.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Literally nothing. We figured out that the monster here might be a harpy. and that's
Nothing
about-
appeared to happen.
Okay. Well, then ignore what I said. I didn't write it.
What?
Maybe it made the ladder go up and down.
It's a spell.
It secretly opened the door while he wasn't here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
carry on.
Okay, so just to be clear, this room, like, there's no door? Other than, like, the one we went through to get here?
Yeah. Other than the three that we came through.
And those doors are still open, except for the, yeah, they're all still open.
Tied open,
But we only tied one.
Yeah, I only tied one.
but they're all
magically.
They're all
connected.
right.
Yeah. What happens if so they came through the middle door? What happens if they go through like the left door to get out? Is it like a portal situation?
No. It
Oh.
all comes into the same room. Just
You know what? I'm kind of reminded. Remember the wizard that we visited? He has a tower that doesn't have a door, right?
Right.
If only we asked him
Maybe
how
this
he does it.
room. Yeah. What is? Maybe he says something.
We already tried bread.
You don't tell a door bread.
Well, you did.
I beg.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, but it had a riddle though. Like
Just.
True.
But you guys already tried saying bread.
Mhm.
Dracon.
it's not bread.
The bread was a lie.
I say bread
Maybe
in
we-
common.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe we just have to say it in a different language.
Open sesame.
Sesame seed on bread.
Did-
Okay.
Okay, a lot of things were being said. Did anybody actually say any of the things that they said aside from bread and common?
I don't know.
You just
I
said
didn't.
open sesame.
I was pretty quiet.
Okay. When Serenity said bread, nothing happened.
Okay. It's
Apparently,
Gidget.
immediately after that,
It's Gidget.
Gidget said open sesame. Before finishing sesame, the large wall that is indicated on the carving sort of drops away, revealing a second wall with a doorway in it.
So, Balasar, I got another question for you.
Oh, everything's bread related.
Yeah.
In the days that you were here, it never occurred to you to just ask the door to open?
You know what? My intelligence score isn't very high.
It took us about like 5 minutes.
Oh, we've been here longer than that.
Excuse me, I have Gidget has the same intelligence. So. What are you trying to say?
Damn.
I did not. I
Get told.
going forward, I will try to simplify all of my reasonings.
So
To be fair, I thought that there might be a dragon getting fed by something in here because of the riddle, and then it was just bread.
Yeah.
So I understand that sentiment.
Oh, man.
Ulfgar is going to go to the door and put his ear against it again.
So, do we think that it was the word open that opened it, or do we think it's the word sesame? Open sesame that opened
It's
it?
open sese. That's
Because
what
it
you gotta
opened
say.
before she
It
got
was
there.
Sessa.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh my goodness.
in common.
Yeah, maybe I'm not well versed in common. I don't know what open is in common.
You put your ear against the door.
Yeah, I put my ear against the door. Do I hear anything?
No.
I'm gonna slowly open the door.
Okay.
Does it open into the room or out?
It opens out, and it opens out into a hallway that's 10 feet wide, and it's sort of unclear how long the hallway is, as it's fairly dark.
I still have my torch out.
Okay.
Well, I guess I take my torch out again. I'm pretty sure I didn't
Yeah,
ride down the ladder with it.
You dropped it down the ladder, didn't you?
No, I dropped a normal torch down the ladder.
Okay.
Okay.
Which I'm
Um,
pretty sure we just left on the ground.
We were
And
burning.
I'm gonna kind of see what I can perceive through the door. Like any traps or anything like that.
go ahead and roll a perception check.
11. I need to get that higher.
Yeah, so you see a little bit further down the hallway than you originally did, thanks to the torch. You still can't quite see the end of it, and sort of looking around on the floor through the dancing torchlight, you do not see any immediate traps.
But what
There's
does
a hallway down here.
Is there any like details along like in the hallway, or is it just kind of like flat on the walls and stuff?
The ceiling is arched, and every probably 10 feet or so, there are torch holders, but they are all empty.
That's alright, guys. We don't need torches.
Yeah.
As much as Ulfgar seems to be infatuated with them.
I got him. When am I gonna use him again?
I guess when I'm not around. Because I'm just going to take those 3 orbs of light and I'm going to
leave one
float
here?
them over to the doorway. Yeah, I'll leave one above the table. But, I mean, as I go out of range, it's going to have to come with me anyway. But I'll leave one in there for you guys.
No, I meant Ulfgar leaving a torch.
Oh, okay.
Well, I got one in the circular room still. I guess I'll light another torch and toss it back towards the... like, just on the other side of where the stone wall was.
Okay.
Does it look like there's enough of a gap or something to wedge something in there so that the door doesn't close?
Like the table?
Um.
Can we wedge the
Well-
table in there?
The tabletop, just shove it over and slide it across the room.
Well, let me check my expansive inventory.
We do have a giant, the orb. I think we want to take that with us.
Yeah.
It's not giant. I keep calling it giant and it isn't.
You could
To keep the door
probably push the table over. It would be quite an effort to do that.
How about just the tabletop?
What about
Not the
like
whole
one of the chairs? Like we could like do the old chair and the doorknob trick.
But it's a stone wall and a wooden chair. I don't think the chair would take it.
The tabletop and the base are attached.
Okay.
Does the table weigh more than 500 pounds?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm not gonna be able to levitate it then.
I can push up to 360 pounds.
I can push 540.
Yeah, so I think we should be able
I
to
cannot do
this.
that.
Okay,
I-
while you guys push that, I will be right back.
Okay.
All right. I can
I'll be
push
right back
neither of
too
those
then. I gotta go
ways.
pee.
Me 3. Except
Oh.
I'm pushing too.
I'll roll for you.
I'll push as well, I guess.
I won't.
That's a 19 from me, if it matters.
I'd probably
I
just
need
end up
to-
hurting.
And Basser rolled an 18, so
I need to roll.
probably not.
Oh, that was an awkward.
Yeah, my strength is 8. I don't think you guys really want me helping.
Scrawny little boy, I tell you.
That's a negative.
I got a charisma 16 though, bud.
I got my charisma back up to 0,
Okay.
so
Okay, I'm back.
welcome back.
Like, I got a +5 to persuasion, and that's a skill I've only been able to use once. So
Everyone always tries to go into intimidation. I don't know.
well, I managed to persuade that guy into giving a discounted price on socks.
True.
Like our pony socks. Granted, it cost us 40 pairs of socks.
Oh,
Have
40
we ever had a discussion about how like the alignment system works?
no. I haven't.
slightly?
Not with you guys, at least.
At some point, we'll have to get into that.
I don't think I told anybody, but after the last session that we had, I went ahead and changed Michael's alignment to chaotic neutral instead of chaotic good, because yeah, his morals are slipping.
We did when I brought up Serenity's
I'm lawful
killing
neutral.
of one of the bad guys
Yeah.
that was
We
tied up,
talked about it.
Yeah,
because I thought she was good, and
No.
she's not.
I'm lawful neutral, but that wasn't very lawful of me either. We could
If-
have.
if we want to talk about people killing someone, Gidget has honestly done the most gruesome kills in this whole campaign.
Ooh, good time to come back.
What with her honey dipper and her eyes
Shoot
of a
him
bear.
in the knee.
And then, yeah, she shot me in the knee, used her crossbow to just
yeah, he's got
completely
permanent
run
lip.
someone through.
No, I'm chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
I'm neutral good, so I'm like a goody two shoes, except
Except when you shoot me in the knee.
that was an accident.
Why were you in Skyrim? Like,
Yeah, his adventuring days were almost over.
Yeah.
He pressed on though.
Maybe it's time to retire, become one of the Radiance Guards.
Yeah. Well, I was sort of trying to think of a way where like evil characters could play in a party of not evil characters.
Right.
Because a lot of people want to go with an evil character, and I think I came up with a pretty good compromise. Most people go kind of like hardcore with whatever their alignment is, and sort of just use that to guide all their decisions. I think the alignment's really more of sort of a general guideline of how you do things. So, presented the same problem. Let's say someone has information and they're not immediately willing to give it to you. A good person might try to offer a service to them, or like, well, I see your driveway's dirty. Maybe I can help you clean it up or something. A neutral person might threaten, but not necessarily act on it. Like try to intimidate a bit. Or persuade, really, via sort of an aggressive means. And an evil person would probably like break their arm or thumb until they gave them the information.
Originally, I wanted to be the chaotic evil, but then I was told to bring it down a notch.
Yeah.
I've always kind of treated my alignment as something relatively malleable, and I just roleplay my character, and my alignment can change as my character changes. But
Yeah, exactly.
I always thought evil was more kind of the me first. We're good. You try to take care of everybody else. Do the good thing.
Yeah.
Where
See,
evil, you'd be self-centered a little bit.
The compromise I take to that is sort of evil people will get the job done as quick and dirty as they possibly can. A good person will try to not hurt anyone's feelings, and a neutral person sometimes dips into both, but generally tries to play the middle ground.
I want to point out I was stuck in a stone room for 2 days. I might be drifting.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of people pick like chaotic neutral to justify killing people for no real reason, which tends to kind of screw everybody over.
To know I'm average.
Well, and it's a spectrum too, right?
Oh.
You can
Yeah.
kind of be mostly evil.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
don't worry. If you get too evil, then Gidget will shoot you in the knee and then probably smash your eye in with a honey dipper.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, I assume your character would be sort of morally gray anyway, just given their job.
And my background,
Yeah.
or what's the quote? Like, evil isn't born, it's created. So
So
Yeah.
you probably were good at one point, being an
like-
Emperor's Guard.
Like with tieflings, people always treat us so horribly because they think that we're bad people, and so we end up becoming kind of bad sometimes. We become what people treat us like. So I'm neutral, but I
Yeah.
have tendencies toward being bad because just
You're
it's
gonna
been
think
rough.
poorly of me anyway.
It's just been rough, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She's nice to me.
Yeah. Sort of an extreme case of treat others the way you're treated.
Back to the game, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but anyway, corridor.
Mhm. Right, we pushed the
The table.
table into the wall thing.
Okay.
How did I roll?
You rolled an 18.
Okay.
So.
So after roughly an hour of struggling and pushing,
Oh
you
my God.
managed to
Not
get the table over the wall segment as best you can.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Are you coming with us? I lost your name, Balasar? Right?
Yes. I follow.
Fine, but you're walking in front of me, bud.
It's fine.
That is usually the rogue's duty.
Oh, does the rogue want to go first and check for traps?
Did we check for traps? Can't remember.
Poorly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kind of, I think would be the answer to that.
Yes, we attempted.
Yeah. As best as a dwarven fighter can.
Okay. I slowly step through the door into the hallway.
Okay, yeah.
Does anything happen?
You're now not in that other room.
Okay, so now I'm just in the hallway.
Progress.
This is good.
Did you sigh when you went through the door?
Yes, heavily.
I'm out.
Yes. Turn around and say nothing happened. You guys can come through.
I watch for a while.
Kind of poke him forward.
Okay. I take a couple more steps into the room or into the hall.
Okay.
Oh,
And I turn around and shrug, be like, "Come on, guys, let's go."
Do you see any traps?
Okay, how do I do it? So I check for traps.
You definitely do. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Which one is that?
It's a D20,
D20.
but it's gonna be your perception modifier.
Is
Yeah.
that wisdom?
And yeah, so if you don't have proficiency in the perception skill, then you just add your wisdom modifier to it.
Okay,
Which
I rolled an 11 on the D20.
Did
Okay.
you roll or did you just pick up the dice?
Oh, well, I can't. Do I just like...
You can throw it or you can hit R.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, 17.
Yeah, go with that.
And here's a set of dice for you in the purple bag. I'll drop it.
So if you go to your, I know your Excel is terrible and slow, but if you go to character sheet 1, the tab,
Yes.
next to wisdom, it'll tell you if you have proficiency in perception, and it'll give you what you add to that number. To
Sheet
your
1 you
final.
said? Yeah?
Character sheet 1. Yep.
Next to wisdom.
So in parentheses or.
Wait, there isn't anything about wisdom. This is just kind of like what I'm wearing.
Scroll down a bit. It's under the abilities tab. Or section.
Let's see.
Should be
Wisdom. There's a -1.
What?
Next to the wisdom box is a list of things under
Yes.
saving throws.
Yeah.
Perception is listed.
+1.
Okay, so you have 18.
Okay. So
And that's how checks and saving throws work.
Whoop whoop.
So do I see any traps?
Yes.
Where?
It's in front of you a little ways.
Okay, and can I see what the trap is?
You can certainly investigate it.
Okay. So what do I do if I want to investigate it?
So you roll again.
Yeah.
R, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
And that one's going to be next to intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So 19 intelligence.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, and which one am I looking for? The blue highlighted one, I assume.
Yeah, well, it'll say investigation, but yeah.
Okay,
if
yeah,
if
it's
investigation is blue highlighted, yeah,
It's
that means you.
+3.
Ooh.
Okay, nice. So that's a very good roll.
So it's past 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a
22.
very firm grasp on what the trap is.
Good.
Okay.
That's a good thing. It's a very long, 10-foot wide. Well, it's a little bit less than that. It's about, I don't know, 9 foot 11 inches wide. Pressure plate.
Alright.
And it obviously is as wide as the corridor, with very little leeway on each side. And it's also about 20 feet long or so.
Oh my.
So it's very large. Fills the whole thing. It's huge. You kind of poke around underneath it, and you can see sort of a gearworks mechanism, and it runs up into the wall.
Okay.
And beyond that, you can't really see much.
Well,
Um,
do you reckon you know how to disarm it, Mr. Balasar?
I haven't the slightest clue.
Well,
Um,
are the
you-
are the gears exposed that like go to the trap on the wall, like connect to presumably whatever it's triggering?
DM, are they? Closed?
Well, they're kind of in the middle of it, so they're like 10 feet under the pressure plate.
So I couldn't have everybody stand back and then just shoot whatever it is connecting it to what it's triggering and disable it?
No, there wouldn't be enough room for you to accurately cast it.
Okay.
I mean, you could certainly try with your thieves' tools to sort of shore it up so that it won't trip.
What if we roll the orb of weight onto it so it's constantly tripped? What do you guys think?
That's not a bad plan.
Wait. Who has the orb of weight? Is that with Forrest?
I think
I don't have
might
it.
be carrying it because Forrest didn't want it.
I have the
Hopefully
dagger.
it's
That's
not with the horses.
It's probably with the horses. It's not on my sheet.
God damn it. Alright.
I don't have it on the horses though. Either, so.
I can just imagine Ulfgar and I just like patting our pockets looking for it. Can't find it anywhere. God damn it.
As
I'm
raise
gonna
my
pull out
eyebrow.
another torch,
Mhm.
and I'm going to just drop it halfway on that first, like 6 inches of the pressure plate.
Nothing seems to happen.
Doesn't weigh very much.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Let's throw Gidget on it.
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Do we see the
Yes,
other end of the
please throw
hallway?
the healer on the trap.
I
Might not be heavy enough either.
could try freezing the gears with Grave Frost.
Oh, do we see the other end of the hallway? Like the far
Yeah.
end?
Yeah.
Is it just past the trap?
The trap is like right up against.
Alright, so we couldn't
Oh.
make it.
I
To
see
the
where
end.
you're going.
I'm gonna say we have
Oh, I thought you were
rope
going to
and an arrow and
throw your axe.
well that too. I could take a rope and then people could shimmy across it, but if it's all the way to the end, that's no good.
I could try to shatter it and break the gears inside.
Is there a door at the other end then? Or a wall?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a door.
Pretty much all of my ideas involve dealing some sort of magical damage to it, so I don't know if that's the best plan.
I vote for running back up and grabbing the orb of weight from the horses.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
my mining pick out of my pack, and I'm just going to cleave into the middle part
Well, wait, what if
with the
we
mining pick. See if I
What
can
if-
set it off.
Mm.
what if we prop something, because there's a space in between the plate and the
Can we shove the
We're
table in between?
yeah. Well, I was just wondering
I
if
don't
we
think
could
so.
stick like the pick act as like a wedge to stop the plate from getting pressed down.
That's an awful lot of plate for a pickaxe to hold up.
Hey, we need
Right,
a couple-
but we have more than one weapon. We can as we go along. Try to
The rogue with the thieves' tools could potentially try
Hold
to
on.
wed.
Let the thief try. Or the rogue.
Okay. I'll try.
All right, Mr. Dragon Guy,
Yeah, you try.
you're it.
Okay.
Your time to
So-
shine.
So my thieves' tools, what are they, by the way? Damn.
It is a toolkit that you utilize to do thievery things, pick locks. It's sort of your indispensable kit that you always have on you.
Okay.
Oftentimes, even if you're imprisoned.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
bye dice. And do I have anything in that little bag of wonders? That might be able to prop
yeah.
up the-
You would probably have like a set of wedges that you could use to try and wedge the trap. Hopefully, without setting it off.
So which one of these do I?
The D20 again. This one.
Okay.
I think that's a D20. Nope, that's a 12.
A small file, a set of
This one.
lockpicks, a small mirror mounted on a metal handle, a set of narrow bladed scissors, and a pair of pliers.
I roll. Oh, a 5.
And wedges now.
And wedges now.
Wedges now.
I have wedges.
He's a very well equipped thief.
Mm-hmm.
Except I rolled a 5.
I do believe you have proficiency with thieves' tools by default. So you get to roll it again and take the higher of the two, which is probably going to be your second one.
Okay. Oh my.
And indeed,
7.
it was.
Okay.
He's got good rolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
So you can't safely wedge both sides, obviously. You would have to walk across. But you do definitely wedge up the side that everyone's standing on, and you do so without setting off the trap. which is generally considered to be a good thing.
By pretty much everybody but the DM.
Is he trying to kill us?
He's been actively trying to kill us for like the past 3 sessions.
Yeah, I think so.
Not actively, actually, but he does get kind of giddy every time he gets a chance
Yeah.
that we might die.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you all survive always, but
Well, there's
It
no
should be
excitement
bad.
otherwise.
But if he can kill us, then
yeah.
he's
I mean,
gonna
I'm gonna
do it.
try. The way it was described to me, and I will describe it to you. I'm not trying to kill you.
Yeah.
The monsters are trying. I just happen to control the monsters.
I just want you to know that if I do die, I want it to be via like bread in some way.
He's just gonna choke on bread and an N
So,
to
like-
be killed.
Severe allergic reaction to wheat gluten.
I'll make you some honey bread.
He's allergic to
No
honey.
sugar on it.
I want like
No.
a Indiana Jones boulder made out of bread following me, and then it squishes.
Frenchman with an especially stale baguette.
me. Yes.
Alright.
Okay,
Can
so
we-
we wedge the pressure plate.
How many more wedges do you have?
How many? M.
At
Because I used 2, right? So
least.
I was thinking you could wedge every
Every couple feet.
couple feet to keep it up so we're not.
Well, it's so tight against the walls
yeah.
Oh,
that I don't think you could really get a wedge in there.
oh,
Almost as though it was designed to not be wedged.
Get a wedge
But
in
that's-
edgewise.
But damn it.
Hint, hint.
Maybe we should just sprint across. Like,
Rye bread.
and all the
Wait, just a second.
and like all the arrows will just
Pumpernickel.
fly past us like Indiana Jones.
Can't one of you guys levitate?
Yeah.
I
Not
can.
me.
Levitate to
But
the
I
side and
can-
wedge in.
I can move up and down, and I think I can move like really slow laterally. But I think Ulfgar had the idea earlier to tie a rope to an arrow or a crossbow bolt and fire it into a wall. I could pull myself on that if I levitated it, and then I could move faster.
But we try that. And you
Um,
can take a wedge across, right? And
Yeah,
Who's got a bow?
I have a bow and a crossbow.
wait, can you only levitate yourself?
No, I can target anybody with it.
Do the
Because you
thief.
could levitate the rogue,
Yeah.
the other side who has the skills to wedge the other side.
Curse you,
If
Omega.
you're
Yeah, you
If
think
you're
he
comfortable.
trusts you though?
if he's comfortable with me floating him up in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you drop me and I set off the trap, it might, like, hinder you guys. So
Not if we all stand back. Which I was gonna suggest anyway.
Wow.
I'm not planning on dropping you though, bud.
Okay, levitate me across. Yeah.
I will pull out my rope and hand it to you so you can take it across. With are like the stone walls, do they have, is it like seamless stonework? Like really good craftsmanship? A dwarf would admire? Or are there like gaps to like get a, let's say a mining pick wedged in there?
There's mortar in between them, but it is fairly tight. Like it's not up to dwarven code, but it certainly exceeds human code.
Or if we don't want to physically send somebody over there, which sending the rogue over is obviously a good idea, I could again use Mage Hand and just stick a wedge in there from the other side. But that would require not being able to see, and yeah.
Sounds difficult.
Oh,
Yeah.
So at the other end of the hallway, is it like take a bend? Oh, like is it an L? That was a hard line. Yeah, so
There's a door there.
we're standing somewhere here, and this goes.
No, it's just a straight hallway with a door at the end,
Oh,
with a big ass pressure plate in the middle.
Wooden door?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Well-
hand Michael the rope and have him tie it to a crossbow.
Yeah.
Or Gidget. Who can
Alright.
shoot better?
Well, I mean, historically speaking,
Ulfgar asked that question out loud.
Gidget has successfully shot the most people.
I think that's actually accurate.
Yeah, I've only shot one crossbow bolt and I hit, but
As he says it, does Michael
She
look
critted
down at
from-
his knee?
yeah, it's kind
His
of
knee, his
lightly
knee
rubbed my.
aches slightly.
Gidget blushes and kind of looks down and embarrassed.
Balasar's confused of what they're talking about because he wasn't there. It's like an inside joke that he was left out on.
Yeah, I can give it a shot if Gidget doesn't want to try.
No, I don't. She's afraid she's gonna hit someone.
Alright.
You can stand in front of all of us.
Yeah, what if we all stand behind you?
Alright, I'm gonna tie off the rope to a bolt then and fire it into the wall.
Wall or door?
That what he said.
yeah, the door.
I'll fire it into the door.
Yeah, because it's a wooden door, right? Yeah.
Roll an attack.
Okay.
To let there be room for error.
Well, that's a base 6.
Oh.
Oh,
I add my dex to that, yeah.
I believe so.
So that's a 7.
Wow.
Can I use persuasion?
How would you if you can persuade me to let you use persuasion, I will let you use persuasion.
Persuade the bullet to do what you wanted to.
I don't. I'll give you $1.
The first
Give you
3
a
diamonds.
cursed coin.
Yeah.
just
The first
screaming
one.
at the bolt as it. Go in deeper!
I guess I should have fired.
No, I think, yeah. I mean, a door is a non-moving stationary object. You hit the door.
Okay. That's good. So.
I was just hoping you'd roll a 1.
God damn it. So, I guess all that's left is to float the dragon.
Let's go.
Sounds that way.
Is that the plan that we're doing?
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Alright. I'll cast.
How,
And there is enough room on the other side between the pressure plate and the door for me to land.
No.
no.
Oh,
Nope.
You'll have to open the door, I think.
Yeah, you'll have to open the door from a floating position. Don't worry, I can move you up and down so I can get you where you need to be.
Quality information. Let's go.
Let me do that. Alright. I'm gonna cast levitate on him.
So, oh boy.
So I just kind of like, while levitating, I'm shimmying along the rope.
Yeah.
So I make it to the other end.
Does the door look trapped?
Does the door look trapped? So I check for traps on the door.
Now I'm internally debating whether you would have disadvantage because you're floating.
I can move him up and down, and he can pull himself side to side, so he can.
Got
If
this,
anything, he can get better vantage points on the door than he'd be able to otherwise.
Can he hang upside down? And...
Oh yeah, I can do all my acrobatics.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and roll
roll that. One.
You have no idea.
It hurts.
Ready to die. Okay. I'll just, you know what? I'll just go for it, you know? I'm being levitated. I can just
Yeah.
go back.
It's true.
Okay, so there's a door handle.
Mm-hmm.
I open the door slightly.
Okay. Well,
Oh god.
no
Oh,
one
God.
thought to check to see if the door opened in or out.
No.
It does in fact open in, and interferes with the pressure plate.
Interferes in a
No.
good way or in a bad way?
Does it wedge itself
It
underneath?
disables the trap, right?
Well, good or
magic
bad is a
hardware.
matter of perspective.
See.
I was
Um,
almost going to ask too.
So, as you open the door, everyone in the hallway hears a loud click, followed by some gear grinding noises, a loud screeching noise, and another loud click as a trapdoor in the ceiling swings open.
Oh,
And down from this falls
let it be
the
bread.
remains of a very large bear.
Oh.
Long dead. Um, bits of rotted hide, sort of hanging around in the skeletal cage of the of the skeleton of the bear. As it loudly falls to the ground. Little tufts of dust and bits of fur floating around in the air.
Does it still have all its
Is this a drop bear?
What was the supposed to be the result of that if the bear was still alive? Like, would it just fall on you?
We've killed bears before.
So where did it land? On
On the pressure
Balasar?
plate.
On the pressure plate. Okay.
Yeah, on the pressure plate.
Okay. So
Did it fall on the rope and start pulling him backwards?
Rapidly, yeah. It also threw the door open.
Just flung me back, you know?
Little bits of bone kind of scattering
Um,
around on the ground.
Wait, so if there was a loud noise, doesn't the levitation need concentration? So his concentration would have broken.
True.
I'd just kind of be like
You would slowly float to the ground.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
now the pressure plate's activated
There's a
and the
bear.
door is open.
The door is open. Yeah.
So we
So
can
is the
just walk
trapdoor in
across. I still think I should have gotten the weighted orb.
So okay, as you guys walk across, I'm just gonna take a bathroom break, okay?
We're playing this so extra cautious that I feel that.
You triggered the bear trap.
Indeed, we did.
I can't believe it's a drop bear. Oh man.
Ulfgar is going to walk across, and he just kind of wants to see if he can see anything special about the bear as he walks past.
It's dead.
No, like metal fangs or anything, or
Nah, just a bear.
just a bear.
All
It
of
looks
its
like it was
teeth
really
still there.
big, but
And the weight of the bear is keeping it down?
yeah, the bones.
Okay, it's not Balasar.
Well, if it's one of those,
Well, I mean, and the door and Balazar are holding the
Okay.
plate down.
I'm just wondering if we should wedge it down.
I was wondering if we should wedge the next door open with the bear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm back. What happened?
We're still,
Nothing.
yeah.
I'm walking across the pressure plate.
You guys should check the bear carcass to see if there's any keys or little things that we
Gold.
might hold.
Yeah, is there any money?
It's a bear that was stuck in a trap. Poor thing. It must have starved to death.
I thought you hated bears.
I mean, I don't really like them, but I still feel bad that it was trapped.
Still cherishes life.
Better than
So
My
we can
life
see that it's
is
still open?
precious.
Favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we see anything up there?
Well, kind of. You could see that there was just a small, like, room, fair sized.
So it wasn't
Fair sized.
it wasn't like a cage or anything where it was in another room that we could
Yeah,
see.
how did they get the bear up there?
Yeah.
I was wondering if they kept it fed, if there's like a whole back tunnel system.
Maybe they knew someone with levitate too.
It doesn't appear whoever planned for the bear trap thought ahead
Oh,
very well.
They were just really excited about drop bears.
It's also possible that someone told someone to set a bear trap up in
It
in
also,
that hallway, and
it
they misinterpreted what a bear trap was.
it also sounds like someone quickly wrote this while eating lunch.
I'm
And
starting
simply
to
asked
think that this might be some sort of goblin temple.
Bread. Huh.
Bread, bear traps.
Yeah,
This is just.
it does speak of goblin.
Meaningless signs on the floor.
There's definitely going to be a boot at the end of this.
it was a left one we found, right?
I don't remember.
It's probably gonna be the right one.
I think we should wedge the trap down just in case. I don't know. I'm probably being too cautious.
No,
like
we'll
we've
leave
been.
the trap.
Leave it. Just leave it. Were you gonna wedge the bear part of the bear into the door?
Like a bone or something.
I can use my gargoyle horn.
No,
It's not like I'm ever gonna do anything with it.
you're supposed to sell that. No, I'll just go through the door. I will not block it.
They're making. It's all a setup to make us feel safe.
I know.
Okay.
So is everyone in the next room? Is that what I'm kind of hearing?
I think.
Sure.
I'm
At
sure.
the doorway, at least.
I'm in there.
Okay.
I waltz in.
Yeah, get your followers.
Are you gonna put your lights in ahead of you, or?
What do we see in the next
Sure.
room?
Okay, so everybody's in there, right?
Blindly walk in.
It sounds like it.
Okay, so you all enter into a round, well, circular, I suppose.
So we're right here
Ooh,
now.
well.
Ignore the dip in that. It is round. You walked in over here, and as you walked in, as the last person walked in, the door snapped shut behind you. With a loud.
Alright.
Oh, you guys are still at the table. There we go.
And in the center of the room pops up a small pedestal with a lever, and a booming voice that seems to echo all around you begins counting down from 10.
Oh.
In what language?
Common.
Alright. I'm
9.
alright. Just out of character
Do
for
we
a
see
second.
anything else?
Totally round room. Well, there's another doorway over on the opposite side, but it is also sealed.
Does it have a handle on it so we can't open it?
You can't open it.
I say open sesame.
I say bread.
In Draconic or common?
In common.
7.
Ulfgar is gonna run over to the other door.
I'm
and
now
going to take
standing.
my axe, and I'm going to just cleave into it.
I'm now sitting beside the lever.
You hit the door. Nothing happens.
I Eldritch Blast the lever.
6.
Right.
In which direction?
Presumably the way that it's not already leaning.
Like, on.
So you're trying to flip it with Eldritch Blast, is what you're saying?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. The door very aggressively snaps over due to the force applied to it, and the counting down restarts. 10.
Well, we can get an indefinite time, guys.
9.
We know how to reset the timer.
Right.
8.
Caraway.
7.
Go over to the door. I assume it's the other door that opened.
6.
Yeah, which door
Um,
opened?
Well, the door that you came in is but both doors right now are closed.
What? And which way did the lever go?
It's just flipped over to the opposite side when it was originally.
So both doors are closed.
Mm-hmm.
I try pushing on the door.
What
Nothing
did the
happened.
lever do?
5.
Well, it's been nice knowing you guys.
Flip the switch when it gets to 3. Gidget.
Hey,
4.
guys, get back away from the door. I'm gonna shatter it.
Oh, I moved back.
3.
I cast shatter on the door.
Gidget. Okay.
Flip the switch,
Gidget's
Gidget.
just gonna flip the switch. She flips the switch.
10.
Did you
How
shatter
do we
it?
open the doors? Open! Open
I'm-
sesame!
I'm gonna shatter the door.
Bread.
Go ahead. Roll your.
Are we all back far enough?
Like,
Oh wait, it's a
3d8.
DC save, isn't it?
For people, I think for just inanimate objects, it just takes the damage.
Right.
Ulfgar moves
7.
back another 10 feet. And pulls Gidget while he's...
I push. Yeah, and I push on the door that we came in on.
Same deal. Nothing
Nothing
happened.
happens. Okay.
Nothing
30.
on the walls or anything?
Nope. Round room, smooth walls.
Sure.
Arch-
What's the ceiling? Oh, the arch ceiling.
Yeah.
Dome?
5.
Ulfgar, I thought you were gonna prop that door.
Yeah.
4.
Ulfgar's going to go flip...
Did you flip it?
Yeah, let's flip it.
Okay. 10.
Is he still shattering the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took 13 thunder damage.
Oh.
Yeah. The door shakes and the sound is deafening in the room. But it still stands.
Cover my ears.
8.
Damn.
Um,
I don't.
Ranger, can you go check the door to see if you see any locks or handles, or not handles, but trappy type
7.
things? Alisar?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know what you said. Okay, I check for handles and locks.
Check. What should I
Roll
check
an
for?
investigation check.
A way to open
5.
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gosh, you got good rolls.
Okay, and then that's still +3, so I got 20.
Yeah. You comb the door over very thoroughly and cannot see any immediate way to open it.
Okay, have we examined
3.
the thing with the handle?
Oh,
I flipped this lever again.
10.
Have we tried doing anything with the pillar that the lever is on?
Nope, not yet. I was gonna.
I'm gonna look at the pillar and see if there's anything interesting on it. Any
9.
clues.
Go ahead. Roll investigation.
Good.
I'm sorry, I
20.
wasn't.
20. Yeah, you investigate the lever and see that it appears to be connected to a fulcrum arm. And as you pull the lever, it pushes down. No matter which way it's pushed, it pushes down into what you're unsure.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying complete attention. Is there like a noticeable handle or lock on the door, or is it just
Nope.
blank?
Just
Okay.
smoothly.
Okay.
So can we just push on the lever?
6.
Hey.
Um,
Ulfgar takes it and puts it straight up and down.
10. 9.
Oh. But
If
it's
we
still
just-
pressed down, right?
Yeah. 8.
So we'll go try the door.
Okay, I try the door. I try pushing on the door.
Nothing happens. 7.
Push down on the lever, like straight
Okay.
down.
Can we remove the lever in any way?
suppose you could try.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Six.
What if we just let it run out?
What? I am
I
going
know,
to
I
move.
was thinking that.
Yeah, let's all move towards the door.
Which door?
The one that we need to go through.
4.
Okay.
We're letting it run out, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna let it run out.
3.
Because we're all huddled against the door.
The voice gets
Goodbye.
louder. It says 3. 2. Voice
Oh.
is still louder.
Oh.
1. Still louder.
Oh, what?
You then hear a loud, like a gong noise.
Ooh.
And both doors flick open.
Ah.
God damn
God
it.
damn it. This temple is one big troll.
It's built by the troll face.
Okay, is somebody gonna go in the door or hold the door?
Maybe that's the key. We just have to do the opposite of what's intuitive.
No, it's all a trap. It's
We get
to
trapped
make
in a
us feel
room, we
safe.
just don't try to get out. You try to climb down a ladder, it's an elevator. There's random shit all over the floor, it means nothing. I'm starting to see a pattern here.
But now the next one's actually going to mean something.
Yes.
It's that lulling into a false.
Okay,
Oh boy.
I walk through the door.
Just don't even look around. That's what he wants you to do.
Yeah, I just walk
Just
in.
waltz
I don't
in.
even care.
That's what
Fall in a
Forrest would
pit.
do.
No.
Okay,
I'm gonna use my gargoyle horn to prop the door open.
I
Okay.
could just go back and get a bone from the bear carcass.
Maybe we should try flipping the lever again.
Oh, I should have mentioned when it counted down to 0 and the gong rang, the pedestal went back into the floor.
Alright, let's not
Of
try to
course.
flip the lever again.
Of course it did.
Remember, I'm already in the room, or the
So-
next room.
Now it's flush with the floor, or
Yeah, it just disappeared.
okay. Okay.
So that's what the next room looks like. This one has torches, and they are lit. On the back wall is something written in Draconic, and as Belazar is the first one in there, I will tell you what it says.
Don't bother reading it, it's probably not important.
Which just says bread is the gift from God.
Bread is love, bread is life. That's it.
Eat at Panera.
God damn it.
This whole thing has been one big ad for Panera Bread.
We're gonna the stream, guys.
They are my
Our
sponsor.
sponsor is. Come on, Panera, sponsor us.
Panera, if you're watching.
Okay, so the word on the wall.
I look around. Do we see anything else? Any?
Who all is in the room?
I'm
Is
gonna,
everyone?
I am in the doorway
I'm gonna look for traps.
with my foot on the door, holding it open. Oh no, you wedged it open. Never
Yep.
mind.
12.
You find no traps.
Are there any other doors in the room?
There are no doors in the room other than the one that you walked in through.
Just that word.
Just overthinking.
What is the word? Did I miss it?
A bird, bird, bird.
Bird is the- No, the word is overthinking.
Overthinking. Oh.
What
It's like a
kind of god
philosophy
does
course.
this temple honor?
It's a philosophy course. Oh my goodness. We're gonna start overthinking.
There's nothing else in the room?
There's nothing else in the room.
Maybe we should try to attack the wall.
How
Ask
about
it to
we-
Has
open.
anybody said overthinking? Oh yeah, Balasar would have said overthinking
Yeah.
out loud.
In
Yeah, 'cause
Draconic?
Try saying it in Draconic.
Okay, I say overthinking out loud in Draconic.
Nothing happened.
And I
Is-
say it in common as well. Well, I
I
told
think
them
you
it
already
in
did,
common.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is everyone in the room?
Oh boy, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna repeat the passage in every language I know.
You do so. Nothing
Okay.
happened.
What if I say underthinking?
Nothing happened. Clever though.
I was thinking the same thing.
I love this dungeon.
God damn it.
Did I get stuck in this dungeon?
Oh man.
um,
Hmm.
Just so everyone knows, when your character dies, they get trapped in a hell of just these kind of puzzles.
That's the afterlife of this universe.
oh my goodness.
For all of eternity.
Hey guys, you know what we're gonna try? We're all gonna hold hands and just jump up and down.
Before we do that, Ulfgar's gonna go, can we please have the magic item?
Can I have the treasure now? I say out loud.
I'm just gonna start calling for the harpy as if it's a pet and see if it comes to me.
I'm glad to hear that everyone has lost their minds.
So is overthinking, it's carved into the wall or is it paint?
It's carved into the wall.
Oh my gosh. Bread.
I'm getting really hungry, guys.
Open
Fine.
sesame.
Ulfgar is going to sit down and snack on some bear meat that he still has left.
Panini.
Naan.
Biscotto.
Biscuit.
Buy
Bruschetta.
9 sandwiches, get 1 free.
99 cents off.
Oh man.
Sourdough?
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the wall that has overthinking written on it.
You do so.
Alright. Did it damage the wall in any way? Does it look like I could tunnel through it?
No.
Okay,
Does
I
anyone
walk,
have a spoon?
Ah. I have
The wall.
my honey dipper.
You can dig through the wall.
walk over the wall, and I just start thinking really hard.
Nothing happened.
I out loud say, DM, let us through this room.
Okay,
we start praying to the dungeon master.
I'm thinking of
I'm
of
gonna
not
look
propping
up.
the door.
Wait. Okay, everybody try thinking of nothing. Like maybe if we all just completely clear our minds and don't think at all, something will happen.
Okay.
I want to look at the ceiling first.
Okay, you do
I
that.
can't wait for you guys to figure out this puzzle.
Wait, did we close the door?
No, not yet. That
Close
was
the
my
door.
next suggestion.
Yeah, I vote
Is
close
there
it.
anything on the ceiling?
No. It is. It's not arched. It's like a flat ceiling.
How tall is the, like,
Average height.
well,
That is like 12 feet or so.
okay.
Okay, so we're not thinking now.
Yeah, we're not thinking.
Did
Yes.
you close the door?
Not yet.
We've all cleared our minds and
Close the
completely
door,
stopped
We all
thinking.
clear our minds.
Just meditating now.
And just completely stopped thinking.
I'm good at that.
Yeah. One of you
it's
is
not-
gets advantage
Mhm.
on their not thinking roll. It accomplishes little.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Okay,
We
close
all
Okay,
feel
guys.
really relaxed.
I'm gonna take my gargoyle horn back and let the door close unless you
Ulfgar is
guys
just
don't
going
want
to
to.
say yes.
Okay.
Overthinking? Yes.
Nothing happens.
Does one of us want to be on the other side of the door?
No.
Okay. I'm
Oh.
closing the door.
Okay. Door is closed.
And what if I and counting down from 10?
Nothing's happening?
Nothing's happening.
Can I open the door?
Oh my
You?
god.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Okay, let's go back through. Wait, no, I have an idea. What if we so have the door propped open and then go all back through, back up, and then we can hit it again, or no? That's overthinking.
No, I'm wondering if we go back through it, it'll end up being another room. I'm
We've actually
definitely
shifted.
overthinking. Should we head back to the beginning?
Let's just leave.
Yeah.
Screw
That's
the
what I'm thinking.
treasure.
I mean, we don't need Forrest that bad,
I mean, like not like he's gonna come back. So
right?
So what do you guys do?
I think we should go back to the room with the chairs.
never want to see that room again. I
must have
start.
missed something.
I start tracing my finger over the script that says overthinking.
Did
Nothing happened.
have any of us done like really thorough investigation checks?
No, because it said overthinking.
I'm gonna do an investigation check and look around the room.
Okay.
And I got a 7.
Oh,
So
You discover nothing.
yeah.
I'll do an investigation as well.
Okay.
Can I try to
Oh my goodness. Oh no, maybe a
Lord.
1 is good.
Yeah, it's opposite dungeon.
Okay, so I got.
You
a
discover
4.
nothing.
Good. That's what
I'm
I
gonna-
wanted to happen.
I'm going to attempt to persuade the wall to reveal its secrets.
Oh man.
I'm gonna look too.
Okay.
Gosh! I see nothing.
You're enjoying this too much, you know.
I know.
I just start like banging my head against the wall.
Does that do anything?
I fart.
It's a headache.
Gives him a
Fart
headache.
really loud.
Ugh, I'm leaving. I come into this room.
Yeah, let's go back.
Yeah.
Come on.
I follow.
So as you enter that room,
Leave the blast
You,
radius there.
you notice
I'm
a
gonna-
door over
I'm
here.
I knew it! You had to leave, and something else will show up.
Oh, man.
Somebody farted, so I left.
You're welcome. See,
I
I know.
really hate dungeons.
And we all rolled horribly while you were gone.
Oh, including me.
A 1, a 3, I think, a 5.
Oh boy.
I rolled the best with a 1. Okay, so a door opens, or a door is shown.
Appears.
Okay, I open it,
Yeah.
and I
So-
walk in because I'm fed up with this dungeon.
I'm gonna prop it with my gargoyle horn again.
I was gonna say Ulfgar, had he been here, well, had I been here, would have probably just gone back to the very beginning and like left.
Suggested it.
Gone home.
It just started at the top of the temple and started ripping it apart.
Out of pure rage.
Okay, so 2 of us are in the new room.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you coming?
Let me
Yes.
draw what you guys see.
Okay, so
And I propped the door open again.
So
I
you
swear to God, if it says overthinking.
No, it's his underthinking now.
And then
Oh,
we have to go back into the overthinking room, and there'll be a door in there that leads to the exact same switch room, and it'll start counting down, and it's just an infinite loop.
good.
It
So
says
you are
lolcats
in-
on the wall. And
It starts playing the Neon Cat theme song.
Is that a couch?
I hope
It's
so.
the table again with chairs.
The same
It's
room.
the same room.
Whoa, whoa. Is this a 6-sided room?
Sure
Spoopy.
is.
That can't be significant.
I just want to point out I'm gonna build this dungeon in the next world out of just one bit.
It's the worst.
Dungeon ever.
But by the nature of it, it's a good dungeon. Like, the simple
come-
fact that it's so ridiculous.
Okay, so I don't know how these work, but did you like come up with this like yesterday, kind of thing, that you're gonna make us go through this, or did you find it online, or?
Some of the puzzles I found online. Some of them I have come up with on my own. Over the course of however long it took me to think of this dungeon.
Just let it be the bread one that you came up with.
Well, that absolutely was all me. Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, in this room, it is very obviously hexagonal. There is a another table similar to the one in the other room, stone table. However, this one has nothing inscribed on it. Instead, there are three very shiny silver. They almost look like maybe fern fronds, possibly like a stylized feather.
Quill.
These two marking with the red dots. These two are sort of closed, and then the other one is open, like it's spread open, like a fern leaf. And I can kind of. It looks a bit like this. Only there's like a bunch of these, and they're much tighter together.
I could try to shatter it. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Fern leaf.
They're all the same except for the two that are marked red. Instead of looking open like that one, are like closed. So they're not spread out.
Guys,
Yeah.
I have to go. How is this gonna work?
Whoa.
Well, like,
I mean, I suppose that's up to the DM.
You give up on the room.
I just leave and I go wait with the horses.
Blink out
Or
of
you could
existence.
just be here and just not really.
Just
Thinking it
pretend
out.
I follow you.
I have a feeling we're probably going to be ending soon anyway.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit late.
Not even 1 o'clock yet.
I will break character of my maniacal self and let you all know that this is the final puzzle,
Okay.
which will just make the cliffhanger of it that much more delightful. If we want to end it here.
Is it 3-card Monty? Is that what we're doing?
Maybe.
We
I'd
solved
have
the
to
puzzle.
look that up.
Alright. Well,
We'll call it here, I guess.
I'm okay with that. I don't know about the rest of everyone,
okay.
though.
Yeah, I could go either way.
That's fine.
Okay.
Can we quick examine so we have a week to think about?
That'd be a good idea. Should we all roll some investigation checks of the table
Yeah.
before we leave? I got an 11.
I'm gonna feel lucky.
That's worse.
Got a 7.
Okay.
Was investigation?
Yeah.
19.
Um,
Oh,
how in depth does your investigation go? Do you get physical with these items, or are you just looking at them?
I'm gonna pick up the open one.
Oh, great.
I mean, we've been
Okay.
overthinking this whole thing. The whole time.
So, as you touch the open one, it snaps closed,
And cuts your finger off.
and the one on the far left opens.
it's gonna be one of those you have to get them all open or all closed kind of things.
Good thing we have 5 of us. We can just pry 'em open.
Good thing it's bedtime and we're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger.
Yep.
Okay. That works for me.
Okay.
That was stressful.
I quick touch the middle one. I just have to know if it opens the one on each side or not.
Well, you're gonna have to wait until next week to find out.
Fair enough.
Quickly pulls the fern out of the pot and throws it across the room. Be like, I'm done with this shit.
Just grabs all 3 of them and runs.
Maybe the ferns are the treasure. Maybe. Wait, do we even know what the treasure is?
No.
It's presumably a harpy egg.
Maybe it's not a physical treasure, and it's like by
It's
completing
the treasure of friendship.
by completing this, you stop overthinking. Okay. Oops.
Alright. I'm probably gonna put up that video tomorrow because I do not feel like editing tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, that was too much fun. Thank you for allowing me to join you guys.
For
Yeah.
sure, man.
No problem. Glad you're enjoying your time so far.
Start. Okay.
It's all right. It takes a little while to sort of get into it, so.
Yeah.
And if that Excel thing like is just too laggy and
Yeah.
stuff for you, you might
Oh,
wanna
what did I do?
take that information
Come on,
and
dude.
put it somewhere else.
I also can't hear anything.
Yeah, that's because the sound runs through.
It's weird.
Okay.
They can
See.
still hear me, can't they?
Yes.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Thanks
night.
everyone who's still watching, and we'll see you next week.
Every time I do something.
Rip.
Okay. I am